When you've left home and you traveled far, it's time for a visit to the Common Beat Bar.
Hi everybody, Nathan from Wisconsin here, and welcome to the next installment of the Common Beat Bar. This installment finds us in Vermillion, South Dakota. When we performed there on September 3rd, it was a town of just under 10,000 people, and it's also home to the National Music Museum, amongst other things that I don't remember about it. But I found it on the internet. I don't remember anything about Vermillion, South Dakota. I don't remember going there. I don't remember performing there, because 20 years is a long time. But in honor of that city, today we're going to be making a Vermilion Fizz. So first we're going to grab our mixing glass. No ice. We'll talk about that in a minute. In there we're going to add Bombay Sapphire. Bombay Sapphire is a nice upscale gin. It's got a really clean taste. Not too heavy on the juniper, really great botanicals there, and it is a London dry gin, which means it can have less than 0.1% of added grams of sugar to it. So if you're on a diet, gin's your drink. A London dry. Also, we're going to use Campari. Campari is a bitter Italian aperitif. It's a liqueur designed to be drank before a meal. An aperitif is before your meal. Then we're going to color it up and sweeten it up with some grenadine. And lastly, we'll top it with some Angostura bitters. So we're going to take our giant bottle of Bombay Sapphire gin here, and we're going to add 1.5 ounces into our empty mixing glass. Totally against our normal protocol. That should be ice in there normally. We're going to grab 0.75 ounces of Campari. Beautiful bright red color there from the herbal infusions in this liquor. And then we're going to grab 0.75 ounces of grenadine, a beautiful red color from artificial flavors and syrups. And then lastly, we are going to add 1/2 ounce of lemon juice into the mixing glass, right there. And then, right here in this glass, I have 1 egg white. This is a fizz drink, and so we've strained an egg, taken the yolk out, and we're going to put it right in here. That's that. Now there's lemon juice in there, and it's going to start cooking the egg, so we've got to move quickly. You want to put your mixing tin on top of your mixing glass and put it on there very solidly, because you don't have any ice in there, therefore you won't get the vacuum to hold the liquids in. Make sure it's a tight seal before you shake, and we're going to do a reverse shake here, right? So out in front of us, back and forth, we're going to mix that egg white in, get them combined. All right, so now we're going to open that up. We've got a little bit of froth in there. And now we're going to add some ice cubes. This is the reverse part of the dry shake. We're going to add some ice cubes to chill it down and get our drink nice and cold after we frothed that egg a little bit. So we're going to add that back on there. And now we're really going to shake it. As you get more froth, you can see it right there in the mixing glass. It's really holding the sides, and you can hear it in the tin. The sound of the ice will change as the froth builds up texture and holds the ice back from hitting your tin. So this one is going to be a little bit unique. We're going to grab our Hawthorne strainer, put it over the top of our mixing tin. We're going to grab our presentation glass here. And this one's a double strain. So as we pour out of the mixing tin, we're going to pour into a mesh strainer to grab any little bits of ice or any pieces of egg white that might not have foamed correctly. There we go. It comes out a pink color, but as it sits in the glass, that foam is going to raise up to the top, give us a beautiful white top to this cocktail. We're going to set that strainer aside there. Lastly, we're going to take some San Pellegrino blood orange soda, right? We're going to peel that foil off, and on the edge of the glass, right to the side of the foam, We're just going to pour that in there until we reach the top. That's it. Just calls for a little splash. That will sit and go to the bottom of our cocktail, provide a nice little separation there. And then as a garnish, we've got some Angostura bitters here. Angostura are famous bitters, and they provide depth of flavor to cocktails. They're alcoholic, they've got a little bit of sugar in them, but aromatic infusions. And so we're not going to put it on forcefully, we're just going to drip into the foam and make a fun pattern as our garnish. And that is the top of our Vermillion Fizz, a beautiful red take on a classic gin fizz. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you next time on the Common Beat Bar.
If you're in up with people, then your liver is strong. If you think you cannot drink us, then you're probably wrong.